Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to show you how you can make your first 100k on EAFC, or if you've already got a load of coins, how to make another. So if you're new around here and you need a better team or one just as good as mine, you're in the right place. As usual, all you've got to do is subscribe and drop a like down below. And if you do want some coins in a bit of a quicker way, well, if you guys are fed up of coming against nicks like me and foot champs who use loans and OP cards from day one,
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
Then you need to head over to mitchcactus.com, where not only can you buy the cheapest and most reliable FIFA coins on the EA market, you'll find over 10,000 reviews from people who have used the services and enjoyed them in the past. So make sure to head over to mitchcactus.com and use code RECALL for 5% off. And we've just got the daily login reward, 85 times 2, so you guys know the drill. We've got 2 sets of £10 of FIFA points to give away on New Year's Eve. Now, if we get a good player here, we're going to triple it and make it a free. So have we got a good player? It doesn't look that way. It looks like Cruz. If it's a double walkout, it could be good. Okay, we got a double. Who we got on the other side? Bronze. Not a great pack, right? Not great, but don't worry, guys. You still have the chance to get two sets of £10 of FIFA points. All you've got to do is subscribe, send me proof over on Instagram, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Now, of course, if you are building your first 100k, the first place you want to go, as I always say to you guys, is over to the icon section. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to complete any difficult SBCs. You've got the Born Legend and Rising Star, and I bang on about them absolutely all the time because they are so good. You get so much value out of these two packs because you can get specials in this one, and this one is such a good chance of either a League SBC player, an Evo player, someone who has value coming out of the pack. And that just gives you the easiest base point to go off and trade and make a ton of coins. Now, once you've done that, of course, you want to go over to the transfer market. And first of all, I'm going to talk to you guys about something that we call lazy listing that's going to make you a ton of coins. Now, if you've got anything in your club, regardless of what it is, you want to lazy list it. So, for example, we've got Royce here. I bought him for 32k as an investment. Now, I think he'll probably go up to 36, but he's currently sat at around 34k. And obviously, he won't sell for 36 right now. But what I'm going to do is list him for 38,000 coins. Now, this is obviously a little bit over his value. There's a good chance he doesn't sell immediately, but I can list him for that. If he doesn't sell, I just have him in my club still. If he sells, that means I've actually made profit that I don't even deserve. And this is called lazy listing. Now, for example, with Shirky here, I could do it with all 3 of his cards, and actually it's a good chance that they're going to sell because obviously there's more of them on the market. People might perceive that as his price, and say all 3 of them are the last on the minute. Let's say someone gets 59 minutes in, they've gone on the search market, they see my 4 cards, they're probably going to think that's the value of the card. So then they'll pay more. So for example, if Shirky is worth, let's say 12k now, I can list 3 at 14. If someone comes along, then they might perceive that as value and just buy the cards anyway. Now, enough waffle, we're going to go into some actual methods. And of course, where do we start? Gold rare is the bottom level of everything. Now, where do we go first? I actually quite like Premier League and just going through the top 6 clubs. And usually you can find a method. Now, Man United is pretty much a write-off on this one. Unfortunately, they just aren't really looking good this year on the lower end of things. On the higher end, don't worry, they've got some cooking, but on the lower end, they're not really very good. So we go over to Gold Rare, Premier League and Liverpool and centre back. What's Canate looking like? Maybe a K at the moment. Is he less than a K? Is it valuable? So it looks like these guys are pretty mud, so they're not going to work for a filter. However, if we just go for gold commons, of course, as the marquee matchup shows, we can get some of these guys at around maybe 400 or 500 coins, sell them on it a little bit more, and we can even do that on a bid. And the next place we can go, of course, is Gold Rare and to the Women's League, because actually some of their players are pretty valuable. Now, if you head over to Chelsea, you've got the likes of Lauren James, of course, and she really does up the pricing. Of course, if we look at the British players over there, we've got Bright, we've got Kirby, and we've got Lauren James, all pretty valuable. I don't know what happened there with my speech. Now, if we go in here, Bright, Kirby, and James, all 3 of them there, we've got an 83, an 84, and an 85. Now, how much is James at the minute? So she's going for... Oh, no, that's okay. Well, that's not James, but that is a proof that the filter works. So we're probably sitting at around the sort of 1.4. Okay, so actually that was a banging snipe. I'm gutted I missed that. So Lauren James always kind of sits a little bit above the 83 average because she's just got a bit more value. I don't know why, but that's just how it's been since the start of the game. So she doesn't go for anything less than 1.5. So on that one, we're going to get 75 coin EA tax. So here, we'd make 125 coins a card picking up Lauren James. Now, if we picked up Kirby or the other person, I think it was Dale, I don't know, it's a centre back. If we pick up any of the other players, we're absolutely caking it. And as you saw there, we can absolutely get them in the filter. Now that there, I don't know if you can see when there's a different message when you do your trading, that message basically says you've almost got it. When it says like, it's a slightly different message to, yeah, you've missed it. That message basically means you've almost got it. You were very, very close to getting the card, but it was kind of like a 50-50. Now we're going to try and get one because we've missed the Kirby, which would have been a very good profit. We've missed the James, which would have been an okay profit. And as it stands, I haven't made any coins this video, which isn't ideal. And we've actually lost £20 in FIFA points on a giveaway to you guys. So kind of need to get some cooking done. Get this, oh, gone. That was a terrible snipe, but we could. Now, your next step is usually to go for 84s or 85s. Now, pretty simply, I'm going to run through these filters, just explaining them because I've talked about them so many times in videos and I don't like to just rehash old filters. Now, firstly, Manchester City, rare gold, England. Very simply, you've got Stones, you've got Grealish, and you've got Walker and Foden. So all four of them are on there. Once Walker no longer is available for an evolution, he's going to be sat at a similar price. And it's about a 7k filter, very, very easily done. And then you can go over to Newcastle United or Arsenal and just go for Brazilian rare, and that's also very good filters. I think Newcastle's around 2 or 3k, Arsenal's around 4 or 5 because of the rating of the players. And we spoke about Man United earlier, and of course I did say they're pretty terrible in terms of lower end filters. However, their midfielders are pretty banging on a little bit of a push into that higher level. So at 20k, we've got our likes of Casemiro and Fernandez. Now, of course, the menus are broken again because why would EA release a game with good menus? And I've already mentioned it in other videos, but guys, there is an objective at the minute that if you go and just literally snipe, you will get free stuff. So make sure. Now, if we go over to transfers, it looks like something is already sold, and I'm hoping it's James. Okay, it's Nelson, which was from another video, but that shows all my methods work. Now, we go back into the transfer list, and of course, I'm going to show you the easy filter that we just had there, which is Man United, midfielder, minimum 10,250. That one gives you Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, and it's just a really easy one to get you kicking off. If we pop that over here, over to United, and then you want to go gold rare. So if we have a look at this, excludes all your informs. You've got Varane there as well, but you kind of want to get rid of him, which is why you put the midfielder in. Oh, I can't even get my own filters right. And then we've got Bruno Fernandes, and then we've got Casemiro. So very, very easy little filter there. Now, the other thing that we have that is a bit of a push. If we go for special French centre-backs in the Premier League, I assume it's minimum 200k based on Saliba. We've got Varane. And we've also got Saliba. So you have a new addition to that very, very easily, kind of around that 300k mark. So if we sit this down to around 200k, this is obviously a bit of a bigger push into kind of higher realms, but 350, that's kind of where Saliba's sat. So you can really easily snipe them together. If we pop this to around, let's say 330. Yeah, so that, I mean, that's a pretty clear filter there. All of them guys together. Easily done. Now, I know that's obviously a big push, but you farm with the little filters, you get to the big ones, and bosh, easily done. Now, the other thing that's really easily done that would make my Christmas and New Year is go ahead and get yourself subscribed to the channel and come back tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.